Okay, we're live. Hey guys, thank you everyone for joining us. We're very excited to have you here with us to celebrate our 500,000 subscriber celebration on YouTube. Um, Today we're gonna have a fun interview with Nimrod and one of our voice actors. Just so you know, anything that we ask during the event, leave your comments. We're gonna be doing a giveaway at the end, so make sure you're gonna be commenting because anybody that comments can enter the giveaway at the end. So Nimrod, I'm giving you the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Libby. Hi, everyone. I'm very, very excited to be here. 510,000 subscribers on YouTube is definitely something we want to celebrate. And with no further ado, let's celebrate it. So, can anyone guess who's going to be the voice actor that we're going to be hosting here today?
All right. Waiting for some answers to come in. Pink Sparkles, you have any idea? Lisa, anyone? Who's joining us today? Okay, we have some answers coming in from John. And John is correct. Ross Allen is, somebody said Ninju's voice actor is joining. Yes, that's correct too. We're going to talk a little bit about that a little bit more in a little bit. So I'm going to add Ross right now.
Hi, Ross. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Nimrod. How are you? Hey, Libby, how are you?
Amazing.
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
So-
It is 10 o'clock in the morning here in New York, and it's absolutely freezing. But I'm very, very happy to be here. Hello, everyone. Everyone watching, and yeah, congratulations. This is amazing. It's really, really nice to see 500, 500,000 subscribers. So very happy to be here.
Thank you very much, Ross. We're ready for the first prize giveaway. So can anyone guess which of the voices in God's Gang, which of the characters does Ross voice? I'm curious to learn if they guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some answers. So I'm waiting for some answers to come in. We have interesting. So one person said Kool-Aid, said Sumo Slim. Pink Sparkles says Ninju. Anyone else? Any other guesses? This is a giveaway, so guys, drop your answers.
Maybe Ross can hint them. Like,
Yeah. You want to give us some hints?
Yes. It's not Taekwondo Hindu. I'll give you that. That should be a strong.
Right. Well, Kool-Aid is getting there. He's the closest one. He's done 2 so far.
Yeah, we can do that. It's more than
right.
it's more than one.
All right.
So listen, it might be too hard because Ross is doing several voices, so that's a tricky question. Maybe I should tell everyone.
Yeah, and I think for effort, Kool-Aid is definitely our winner in this one.
Yeah. So with that being said, Ross is playing both Ninju and Crisscross, but he's also a French resistance feathered dove, also known as Le Dove. So definitely Ross is multicasting in our show, very talently. Thank you for that, Ross.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
I have a few questions for you, Ross, if that's okay. By you,
Yeah,
to run by you. So, first of all, how did you get into voice acting?
I think it was more of a natural thing. I just kind of like fell into a lot of it was just, growing up making my family or my friends laugh. And, like voices and cartoons. And I always thought it was fascinating. Like, just when you voice characters or when you can create things, like I would do impersonations and such for my friends. And you don't always look like the people. I always found it more challenging when you don't look like the person, or you don't always say the lines that they say, but you can match their voice or cadence or something and give them that type of, and come up with something fresh to say that you came up with it, and that would give them, kind of take them there. And cartoons, I think, are the best medium to do that, or animation. And so I always loved that. And then I think it just, as I got older and I started acting or doing theater or something when I was a teenager, it just kind of melded together. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, you know what I mean? Especially like to play, 3 different characters without having your physical being something that limits you,
And how did you get into the Gots Gang project? Like, now that we're brothers and we work together,
Yeah.
and there's also an origin story, right?
Yeah, it's like one of those things, like, when like, if you're really good friends with somebody, you don't have a lot of photos with them, because it's like you forget to do it while you're hanging out. So it's like, almost like, for me, I'm almost like, how did I believe it was I'm a frontman to a music group called Lucille Crew that's based out of Tel Aviv, and we record at the same studio that Sharon, our mutual friend, records at. And I believe that just through conversation, passed it on to you, because I was also doing commercials and voice acting for, like, various companies and such. And then from there, I think Sharon got me to meet you to go in for an audition. I think I was auditioning, I think, just for, it was Ninja and Crisscross. Well, it was Ninja, and then, like, we pulled on Crisscross more, and then I think it was LaDove, and I think it was like a couple other characters, but I don't remember how it was in the episode at the end of it. But I remember there was 3 for sure. So it was a lot of fun just doing those. And yeah, the rest is history, I guess, right?
Do you have any favorite character from the show?
I think it really,
question, isn't it?
I think it really just depends on the day. You know what I mean? It's almost like, some days I would wake up and I would relate more to Ninju. Some days I would wake up and, like, you kind of have that more of a militant approach to things. So there's that LaDove kicking in. No, but I mean, like, I think it doesn't really matter to me. It's all a mesh of how they interact with each other. You know what I mean? I feel like each character has their time to shine, or will have their time in future episodes. Like, I don't know. I find I really love the ferocity of Ninju, especially despite his limitations of, like, his height or such, and how he's able to just jump into any situation and do his best. And I love Crisscross's just, like, magnanimous vibe and his optimism and such. Almost like blissfully not ignorant, but you know what I mean, just like unabashedly himself. So, and LaDove, I love the militancy of him and the absurdity of the fact that it's just this flying pigeon.
Don't you dare call her a pigeon. It a pigeon. Sorry, him.
Désolé, monsieur. But yeah, I don't know. I love all of them. It's really a lot of fun.
Wondering if you have any particular story that helps you connect to any of the characters.
That's a very good question. I think in a lot of ways, I have very, very, I think just me in general, for my type of personality, I have, like, really, really highs, like really, really nice highs. And then, like, the lows, you can be really down in the dumps. And so I think it just kind of ebbs and flows of why. And I think a lot of, like, I identify with Ninju in a lot of ways, where it's like there were a lot of things that I felt like, I was too short or something growing up, or in a lot of ways I would use comedy, or I would use, like, the impersonation things, because it's, like, it may not look like I'm quite shy. I mean, I'm not shy. I know how to entertain or how to do this and have fun and such, but it's like, there's also those real, real hard moments of privacy. So I love the Ninja aspect of just, like, he knows his struggles, but it's not going to deter him or stop him from trying to achieve what he wants to achieve. I love Crisscross's optimism on those days, where I feel invincible, or at least you just feel that, today's going to be a good day, I mean, no matter what, or this or that, or you got that vibe and you make other people smile, or if they're not having a good day, that. And then I also love, like, when it's time to, kind of have that call to action, you can have that kind of energy like LaDove has. We're like, all right, let's march forward. and get this done. So and I think that just really ebbs and flows with how people feel in life. You know, sometimes you feel like a superhero, sometimes you don't. I guess I don't know. So I know I feel like that's just a roundabout answer, but I like all of them. You know, and I connect with all of them, I guess, at different times in different ways. So.
Ross, so we have some questions from the crowd, and Dragon here needs to leave because he's in Australia and about to go to sleep. So he's just asking, what are your favorite lines that you've done? For him, his favorite line is, you see, yeah, well, my school promised eternal life, and that's exactly how long it felt. So he's asking, do you have any favorites?
That's a good one. Hi, Dragon. One of my best friends lives in Melbourne. He was on the show Neighbors. Go Neighbors. That's a good line. I think, I don't know, I have a ninja line that I always liked. Just it's very simple, but it's just like where he's like, I hate being small, and it's just like that simple frustration of like something in a day that just like you can't do anything. Only God can make you bigger, baby. You know what I mean? And I love the LeBron Jordan line. I think that's a good, you know what I mean, where it's like what? He's the best player in the he's the best player in the NBA. You know, and I think that is such a good way to sum up crisscross, I think, in a way. So those two, but also Dragon, the line that you mentioned was very good. So yeah, I like those.
Maybe I should answer.
Yeah, we have this one.
Do you have one?
No, this is quite probably the most popular question that we get across our channels. How come we didn't name Ninja Jiu-Jitsu? And this one is definitely for Nimrod. Yeah, go ahead.
So growing up, one of the favorite movies I used to loop was American Ninja. And
oh yeah,
I don't know if you remember. I think there were three movies.
3 of them.
Yeah, and I grew up, wanting to be a ninja, not a jiu-jitsu fighter, even though I studied 4 years of judo, and we never named.
It's all just right in front of you, man.
Yeah, judo. But I got a feeling that, and the more we're going to be coming up with new episodes and into later seasons, I see them meeting either in the God's Gang universe or multiverse, other heroes coming from different faith backgrounds and cultures and places. And you haven't seen nothing about Ninja yet. I mean, a 13-minute episode only enables the audience to, get a very small view of what they're going to be going through in future episodes. Maybe.
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, Ross.
I was going to say, if you think about it, you never really know, like, you could go over to Ninju's house for like, Passover, and then you find his whole family, and like his dad knows judo, his mother knows jujitsu. Like, it's just a family of martial artists. So, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, but I mean, like, you never know. That's the thing. You have so many beautiful things about like these names and such, as long as it's in a colorful way that enriches these characters, the possibilities of where they could go for any of them are, but jujitsu's it's almost like too good.
Agree. There's a great question coming.
Yeah, we're gonna take the last question for this part of the live, and then we'll move on to the next part. So this is quite a big one, but definitely for Nimrod. What got you inspired to make the channel?
It's what got me inspired to create God's Gang in general. The channel is just obviously a way for us to promote the ideas behind the show. It's the answer for such a question. We would need a few hours, but I will try to be very short and concise. I think, looking outside the window right now with everything that's going on in the world, definitely the world is becoming more and more polarized. And I think humanity and humans are suffering from separations, from things that basically, instead of bringing us together as a collective, divides us. And trying to find out the reasons for us, and just to have people suspicious about other peoples from other countries and other backgrounds and other cultures, and other faith-based, is just sad, because when you look at people and humans, you realize that if you sum up some kind of understandings and agreements about what are the shared values and shared connections that we have, then you can see it. We can easily apply it, regardless to the fact that one is coming from Christianity or from Islam. When you hold values, and I think these values are also in line with religious studies and spiritual studies, and just being human, when we think on how we can come up with something that will create a positive common denominator, we need to apply simple values, and simple values can run under very simple things that are hard for us to bring into our lives, but kindness and compassion and truth and inclusiveness, and many others, and many other values. And that was actually the main motivation for me to try and launch a universe where we can thrive as humanity, where we can coexist, where we can set some kind of an example for humanity that is now suffering in so many ways. So I hope that answers a very important and even profound question, deep question.
Yeah, very much.
Okay, thank you. Do we want to take one more question, or shall we move on?
I'll take another question, or Nimrod, if you want to take another question, sure.
Okay, just this one is just quite a nice one. So this one is really the last one. Sorry, though.
Okay.
What's your approach to having the characters work together while maintaining the distinct ideas and practices of their faith?
I think I just answered, and
Yeah.
that's indeed a great question.
I mean,
shared values and shared connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's pretty much. I mean, if anything, there was a poster I remember reading when I was a kid, and it's very simple. It just says it has people from all different nations and such, and different ethnicities and gyms. And it says, we all smile in the same language. And that was always a very one line that I just got very quickly, because a lot of it is really just about the ability to communicate with each other, have the patience to communicate, and then like listen. And then when you do that and just realize that nobody survives alone. And then when you start to listen, you're like, okay, well, I found this route to connect with this person on this way. And those things bleed beyond like just the values of religion. It's like you said, the values of kindness, the values and morality of like, how to move forward together. And I think that's really where from there, it's kind of like the characters or what makes them bond kind of just reveals itself in a way.
Yeah.
So, Libby, are we moving to the fun part?
Yes, we are. Before we do, I just want to give one shout out, just so you know, we have Emma Avital joining us on TikTok Live, who is another voice actor. So first of all, thank you for your support, and we love you, and glad to have you here with us. And you guys will have to wait for Emma's live next, for the next one.
Well, so, at least we can share who's Emma on the cast. The lovely,
go ahead.
The lovely Taekwondo.
Yes.
The sister of Ninju and Crisscross and Sumu Slim.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for improvisations. Actually, I'm not going to be doing it, so I'm ready.
So, come on, you got a few in you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking to get some ideas from the crowd. Hit Ross up with some improv ideas for him to do right here. So name a character from our cast and a random scenario, and Ross will have to improv. So any ideas? We're looking for ideas from the crowd.
Take your time.
Yeah. Ross, do you have some ideas? Anything that you've been dying to do?
I could do, I don't know, maybe Ninja playing basketball. You know what I mean? Street ball.
All right, do it.
You know, against crisscross. I can try to do
Go
that.
for it.
Go for it.
All right. All right, Ninja. I know you're small, but I'm going to do everything I can to teach you the powers of the game. And if you stand out here and you shoot from the background, you make a home run.
Sorry, Chris, but I don't exactly think you know how to play basketball.
What? Are you kidding me? I was on the minor leagues in the NBH. I'm one of the best players out there. I used to get in the end zone all the time.
Yeah, okay, just pass the rock.
We'll start with that.
That was good. That was good.
Amazing.
Okay, here's a good one. Ninja goes to order his favorite fast food.
Okay.
And I mean, there's another one that's similar. Ninja goes to McDonald's. So I guess maybe that should be your fast food.
Okay. All right. Who said this one? Petri.
Hey, Petri.
Petri.
All right. Petri, how are you? Let's see. Okay.
Excuse me, can I please speak to the manager?
Yes, how can I help you?
Yeah, I ordered a Big Mac without cheese. I don't really think you understand the situation here.
I'm sorry, but that's how it comes.
No, see, it's not how it comes. If I give you 100% of the money, you do 100% of your job, okay? No cheese. I don't know if the kipper kind of gave it away, but I'm kind of eating kosher here.
I love it. It's funny.
Every time I go to the McDonald's in Israel, I always think the ingredients are absolutely astonishing, but it blew me away that there was no cheese. But now I get it.
No, I'm kidding. I do love the McDonald's in Israel. It's really, really good.
All right. We have another funny one. Can you do a Karen Ninja? So I guess we could do a Starbucks.
Karen. Okay. Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh. I almost feel like it's hurting me to do Ninja like that. All right, but no, of course. All right.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be here? Are you supposed to know because this is private property? Do you not see the sign? Oh, you live here. Well, let me see your keys. I said, let me see you. Don't put that camera in my face. You know what? I'm calling the police. I know someone up there.
Yeah, well, I could do one.
That was good. Just so you know, Petri saying great stuff. Thank you, Rosie. Perfect. People love it.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you very much.
Oh,
I want Ledov. I want some improvs with Ledov. Like I'm half French, and the French resistance is close to my heart. And he's an aerial saboteur. So,
by the way, let's get it. I do not know French, nor do I. It's a very cartoonish Frenchly.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. They're sure you grew up.
Say, yeah, je suis désolé, monsieur, pour mon français est terrible. You know, which is, I think, very poorly. Please forgive me, but my French is terrible. The best thing I can say in a lot of languages is that I don't speak it in that language.
Okay. We have Pink Sparkles is asking you to do crisscross taking a test.
Okay. Does she want to be specific? What type of test? He or she?
She didn't mention.
Okay. All right. Taking
maybe a driving test. A driving test.
Okay. All right. Before I hit the road, I just want to know, is there any way that we can raise the roof in here? Because it's messing with my fro. And by the way, if I'm really thinking about it, these platform shoes are going to put the pedal to the metal every single time. So I can at least go 60 in the school zone, right? I'm a good driver. I can dodge the kids. All I'm saying is that I'm too fly to roll by without looking like crisscross can't supply. Now, can you dig? Okay.
Amazing.
That was good. Good, amazing. All right, we have, guess who? Anybody recognize this name? I don't know who this is. Ehud
Ehud?
Oh,
is giving you some ideas. Ledov talking about an American asking for ketchup to put on a baguette.
Okay.
Excuse-moi? You are sitting and you disrespect me like this? Please, next thing you know, you will put Kool-Aid in a wine glass and call it Chianti. Get out of my face! You insulted a dove. I swear, if I was back in my country, where we were filled with culture, we were militant, like a Napoleon. Please, do not put this ketchup in my face. Heinz, I should spank your henny for this. Ugh, you disgrace me. I will say, mustard. Very good.
C'était génial. C'était génial. Just one thing before we do the last one. I'm very emotional, and this broadcast is amazing. Thank you, Libby. Thank you, Ross. I don't know if many realized that the Baguette Improv was asked by none other than our very, very talented show's director, Ehud Landsberg. It just happens to be a 2-time Emmy nominee. Ehud directed series like Transformers, Cyberverse for Cartoon Network, and Vampirina and The Oddbods. So we're really, I would say, honored and privileged and humbled to have such an amazing team of talented people on board our mission to bring hope and promote unity in this world. Thank you, Ehud, and thank you, everybody here. Maybe last one?
Sure. Ledov goes to the Eiffel Tower. A tourist, perhaps a Ledov tourist.
Okay.
There is nothing more romantic than the Eiffel Tower, with its peak reaching up to the heavens in the wind beneath my beautiful wings. The smell of the morning air, as I sit here and realize that this is the reason that France is one of the greatest countries in the world. To blend the culture with such a beautiful monument that makes the Statue of Liberty, which we also gave to you. To make something pure peanuts that I wouldn't even get off the ground in the beautiful streets of France. No, I'm just kidding. I love the Eiffel Tower. It is a place of love, a place of wonder, a place of excitement, no?
Amazing.
Yeah. Just so you know, we're getting tons of comments about how talented you are, Ross, and how great you are. I mean, we of course know already, but it's nice.
Very sweet.
It's nice for everyone to see your true talent.
So I think we're nearing the end of our live broadcast, and maybe, Libby, it's time for you to announce the giveaways, right, and the prizes. So,
Yes,
Libby.
Yes, just a second. Heading over to our giveaway here. Oh, just a second.
And we should get sponsorship from StreamYard.
And we're back.
Okay, now I'm ready. Present.
All right. Pink sparkles. Look at that.
Oh.
Ehud.
Ehud. Okay, guys, we're gonna do this again because Ehud is on our show and he's not allowed to win.
The game was rigged from the get-go. Conspiracy.
Okay, YS, the gymnast who also participated. Yay.
Amazing.
So we're gonna contact you and make sure we get your email so we can send some prizes over.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations, YS, the gymnast. And, what's your name? Can you give us your name? Let's see if she answers.
I feel that they're a gymnast, whoever they are, this mystery person.
Yeah.
So maybe time to say thank you again and goodbye to everyone.
Her name is
And,
Yarden, by the way. Why is a gymnast? Her name is Yarden. And yes, she is a
Yarden,
gymnast.
Thank you,
we can
everybody.
tell, maybe it's a good time to tell that we're going to be producing another episode now. Just approved a wonderful script. We plan in the coming months to start releasing more and more animated content online, targeting a shorter format, a 3-minute format for YouTube. And boy, we have amazing stories to share with you that I'm sure they will bring many smiles to many people around the world. And I can't wait. We can't wait to make God's Gang, a very favored show. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Libby, for the broadcast. Ross.
Absolutely, brother. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you, Libby. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. You're great. And looking forward to the next one.
All right. Take care.
Bye, guys. Have a great day,
Such
everyone.
a pleasure. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.